it has pressure, right, and heat. It'll flatten it, it'll mess it up. You can't put it through your folder. It doesn't fit well in the envelope and all those types of things. So it was just a really good thing that we saw what it was doing. Even when they went to look at putting another device in the place of the printer at first, it was still a toner device machine and still would have the jamming issues, right, because of all the moisture out of the paper. And you spend all this time running them back through the second side manually. This is a technology time that we just don't do that.
So Marvin, I have a question.
Okay.
So if we do go the new route, and it's $773 a month, then the $986 will definitely go away when you start the $773. It's not incremental at all.
The 9-something will go away, yes, but the 7, it will drop to 700 because we're taking that one off of there. Correct? Okay.
Right. So your 986. So right now you're buying pre-printed forms. So if you look at your bills, they're 8.9 cents per page.
Right.
So now we're going to do a blank form because the machine is going to create, the RISO is going to create the form for you. So you're going to go down to 4 cents per page there. The maintenance, since you're not doing the bills on the Kyocera printer, right, which was 8 cents per page for maintenance, it's going to go down to 2.6 cents per page.
So that drops it all to what we're actually spending, but his question is the lease amount going to continue to go on for that full amount?
No, no. So really, and part of the 986.05 is just operational expense. You're also going to get another $20 savings per month on top of that lease is going to be reduced down. Okay. So
how much will the lease now be, I guess is the question.
Okay, so whatever, I don't remember what your lease is offhand, what that present lease is for the, but it's going to just drop by the price of that printer.
By that one printer,
Correct.
yeah. So the other stuff is still on there anyway.
Correct.
So it's going to drop by only 20 off of that.
Right, it'll drop by 20 in that lease, plus you'll have the savings for this unit, plus you'll be much more efficient, and you're going to find additional applications. Because if you look at spending 8 cents per page, and you have a lot of color work that you want to do, and you can reduce it down to 2.65 cents per page, why wouldn't we put as many prints on that device as possible to reduce our operational costs? Right?
I definitely like it, my staff does, but I do want to be sure that we're not adding on another payment on top of what we got.
You got it.
That's my,
That's where it is.
I just want to make sure that if we drop the current machine that we have now, we put your new one in, we're no longer going to be making a lease payment on the current one. That goes away and we pay only for your machine, is that correct?
Correct.
That makes sense to me.
And it's less.
Right, and it's less, and it's faster, and it'll do more.
Got a question behind you.
So I actually have a few questions. Has the city attorney looked over the lease? Because most leases, that's not how it is. You've got to pay it out or you have to pay a portion to cut that lease early.
I've not seen the previous lease, the existing lease.
The city attorney, Betsy did look at the previous lease.
Did look at the previous one.
And
No, I know, but I mean, have you looked at it recently to make sure that we're not going to be,
And we have that out.
we're not going to be out pocket a lump sum or whatever to take that one off, or is it going to say it's all or nothing and we're still held accountable for that one?
Okay.
I have not.
So you have the backing of me and my company for that? Okay, anything that you have to spend, I would pay for you.
You'll buy that lease out if you have to.
Yeah, but I partner with Complete Mailing, who has a lease on it. The owner, Bill, and I spoke about it, and this is what the plan is on it.
can you give us something in writing?
Yeah, we just get that.
Can you give us something in writing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And then my other question is, this is the ComColor 3150
Correct.
is an inkjet, not a
Correct.
toner.
Right, there's, no, it's ink itself.
So I've worked in technology before, but I've always read that inkjet is more expensive and more expensive to maintain than toner.
Right, and so if you...
And you don't get as many printouts, sorry.
So my cartridges in the inkjet will yield 100,000 pages, and it's a commercial machine. And if you look at the trend of technology and imaging, it's going away from toner to ink because it's much more cost effective. Now, if you were talking about a little HP, right, that uses the inkjet cartridge or a brother or something of that nature, you're absolutely true. But this is a production type of unit where your cost per page is so much less expensive. Not only that, the way the maintenance is set up is no matter how much ink you put on the page, you pay 2.6 cents. Because I'm supplying the ink, that supplies everything involved in making this print, I'm supplying. So if you had a full page, it wouldn't matter, and you're not paying for it. So it's guaranteed that same cost per page.
And there's no cost difference between black and white versus color?
No, there is. So right now you spend .012, so a penny .25 on all of your black that you do on the Kyocera. This is .005, so half a cent. So you're going to also be able to reduce down your black and white cost as well.
And then what about the first one with the color you said?
Correct, .026. Any other questions?
No, I'm good.
And there was a maintenance agreement in here too, I thought I saw a minute ago, is that?
Right, did you look at
including
this?
that?
All of
I
them?
mean, I glanced at it and I have not, poured over it.
So we can move forward with them, but
Subject to the attorney's
subject to their
approval.
looking at both leases, I would say.
And then you'll provide us with that other document?
Absolutely.
So do we need an action?
Yes.
So we need a motion?
Yeah, I need a motion, subject to the city attorney's approval.
I'll make that motion, then.
We have a motion to consider, to approve the lease and maintenance agreement for Color 3150 ink jet imaging device as presented by Reed Melnick of Pop Smart Technologies. Hope I didn't mess that up.
You did well, sir.
Do we have a second? All in favor?
With the attorney's approval of the contract and the buyout and all that, if you
Thank you.
understand. Yeah.
Understand that?
Yeah, but you'll have
Yeah,
to provide me with that from
Absolutely.
that company, yeah.
Absolutely.
Attorney and the city manager approval?
The manager just asked the attorney.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. All opposed?
Thank you. If you don't need me anymore, I'm gonna...
Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate your time.
Thank you for your presence.
And it's just as a added note,
Yes.
if we got a roof leak, then I don't care what machine we have, if water's running on it, it's probably gonna get damaged, so we need to get the roof fixed.
Yeah, it was, when I came out there that day, it was right in the middle. It couldn't have been pinpointed better. I think that Band-Aid has been fixed for now, right?
Yeah, we're not having any problems with it.
Okay. Number 10, approve joint election agreement and contract for election services with Tarrant County election for May 7th, 2022 general election.
This is typically the same agreement that we have every year, except the price is up quite a bit from last year. We've got to put down, I think it's a total of $10,000, and we've got to put down $8,000 down payment now, which is about twice what we've done in the past.
10,000, exactly what options do we have?
You don't.
That's kind of what I thought, I mean.
Now, unless you want to buy election equipment, that costs more than we'd ever get.
I mean, we can't anyway, since their elections are for all over now, aren't they?
Well, no, we could
We
do
could
it.
isolate it to
You
ourselves.
could, but everybody's looked at it, the cost to get all the equipment stuff is far more than what you can
Like
get.
ours is higher though than some cities, for some reason.
Well,
I mean, you look at the difference.
It depends on how many pole sites you have, is what they base it on.